Greetings to the program director, the executive mayor of the city of Johannesburg, Councillor Thapelo Ahmad, MMC of Economic Development, Councillor Nomoya Mnisi, the Joburg City Theatre board members, Ms. Xoliso Nduneni, Ngema, CEO of Johannesburg City Theatre, the Gibson Kente family and friends, members of the provincial legislature if they are present. And I'd also like to acknowledge the former MMC of Community Development, Councillor Ronald Harris, who's in our midst. We are here today to honor a giant that is Gibson Kente, a prolific playwright, the father of black theatre. I can't think of a better way to memorialize a man so dedicated to his craft than to name a great place after him, where our stories are told so boldly and creatively. At a time when our voices were frequently silenced by the stench of oppression and violence. This theatre represents a space where the lion tells his own South African stories without prejudice or filter. What a great way to honor a man so dedicated to his community and developing skills of his people, young and old. Anyone who has read about, heard about, or worked with Bragib will tell you that he is the father of black theatre, and that he taught and provided opportunities for many artists to practice and learn their craft. Many will not remember, but we speak of legendary artists such as the late Brenda Fass, Ms. Nomsanene Mbongeni Ngema, who received training from Gibson Kente. Nomkhaya wami ke usesimandi sadlanga. Umuntu wokuqala thina ndiphumela sikisiki in the Eastern Cape. Phaya we used to know ukuthi umuntu oze Johannesburg ngumuntu ozosebenza emine. Saqala ngosisimandi sadlanga into bana sazi ba kukhona umuntu okwazi bana eJohannesburg engayanga emine. Lonto le yalukhuthaza ulutsha kwi-area yethu lakomba nalo lufuna ubana liyofika phi eJohannesburg nam ndilapha ke namhlanje. That is the contribution untate uGibson Kente ayenzileyo ngaphakathini kwethu. It is with this summarized history that I make an example of what this great legend's life has achieved. However, if we were to measure the impact of what it means today in real time, I would say it is unmatched by any stretch of the imagination. Let me try to give you a picture. Young people today interested in the arts will read about this event in newspapers, see this on TV, and think, I can do that. I too can have an impact. I too can be engraved and honored in the history books of theatre by making an impact in my community at a time where the theatre is considered a craft or industry for few. This to me will be a great motivation to encourage everyone to pay attention to the arts to tell our unique stories. The city of Johannesburg, particularly the Community Development Department, is proud to have played a role in renaming the Red Theatre to the Gibson Kente Theatre. We cannot think of a better way to tell our South African history than to honor a man who has helped to tell it through film, musicals, and theatre. At a time when our voices could be drowned out by pain, he helped us to find an outlet to gasp to air. Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, it is an honor and a privilege for me to be introducing the #1 citizen of the city of Johannesburg, a young man, Councillor Thapelo Ahmad, the executive mayor of the city of Johannesburg, a man who raised his hand when the city was in trouble, a man who said, even if I am inheriting a city that owes suppliers 6 billion rands, but he said, I'm willing to take the baton. It is not an easy task. No one who is not brave will do that. Because the first thing you'll be thinking about is that there are SMMEs who have not been paid from October last year. And now what am I going to do? When you look at the bank account, there's only 400 million rands in the account. When Treasury is saying in a city, in a municipality, there should be 1.3 billion in the account for 30 days, and you only have 400 million. But this young man said, you know what? I'm willing, I'm raising my hand. I'm going to turn things around.